Hello, it's lovely to have the opportunity to talk to you again. One of the programmes that I like to watch when I get the opportunity is Homes Under the Hammer. For those who haven't seen it and don't know what I'm talking about, this is a programme that follows people who buy a house in an auction, renovate it and make it ready to sell. Sometimes the houses that are bought are real wrecks. And what I like about the programme is to see what they do to the property. Sometimes it is transformed out of all recognition. I get quite disappointed when, for whatever reason, they don't make any change. Because for me, it's the transformation that makes the programme worth watching. One of the biggest transformations in the Bible is the transformation of the disciples on the day of Pentecost. Prior to Jesus' ascension, he had promised power to his disciples, as we read in Acts chapter 1 and verse 8. But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. Yet on the day of Pentecost, we find them hidden away in an upper room. But when the Holy Spirit came, they were transformed forever. This transformation is also seen in us when we become Christians, as can be read in the words of John Gowans. I believe in transformation. God can change the hearts of men and refine the evil nature till it glows with grace again. In the early days of the Salvation Army, there were numerous stories of people who were notorious sinners who became trophies of grace when they found Christ. It is reported that William Booth said, "Go for souls and go for the worst." And that indeed was the strategy of early day Salvation Army officers. They would go to their appointments, seek out those who were the worst characters in their area and get them converted. The transformation that was evident meant that those who knew them would come to the meetings to discover more and also get converted. Such characters included Charles Jeffreys, who had been a lieutenant in the Skeleton Army in Whitechapel. He was wonderfully converted and eventually became a commissioner in the Salvation Army. Another trophy of grace was Rebecca Jarrett, who had been a prostitute and a procuress in a brothel. She was converted and later played a key part with Branwell Booth and W.T. Stead in the campaign to raise the age of consent from 13 to 16. When we become disciples of Jesus Christ, we are transformed. As Roger Walton says, to be a disciple is to hear the call of Jesus, to take up that call and follow him, to let go of everything to engage in God's mission and be transformed in the process. One of the transformed characters in the New Testament is Paul. He wrote these words in Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what is God's will, his good, pleasing and perfect will. It is my prayer for each one of you listening that God will daily transform you into the people he wants you to be, and that you will all be open to his leading. May our homes, towns, cities and country be transformed communities because of God working within them through us. God bless you all.